Yeah, like it's the rabbit hole's getting deep with Sean Puff Daddy Diddy Diddler Combs.
I heard that's not the only hole going deep either, too.
Oh,
Wow.
That niggas know what's up, man.
we're back
We are
after
back.
a little hiatus.
Hiatus. Hiatus.
Little hiatus.
Yep.
I'll take responsibility for this one. I was on a pilgrimage to the blackest places in America.
You're continuing your pilgrimage. It's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
going. It's been going.
It's been a wild few weeks,
You know
man.
what I mean?
This year I've been to Atlanta, Memphis, and Chocolate City, Washington, D.C.
Hey.
So lots of history. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I got a lot of anger for white people, so I'm ready to act up.
Good. We're gonna need it today.
Ready to act up because I still ain't got my 40 ounces and a pit bull, which is what I'm waiting for from America.
Oh
So
man. Hey,
I do have I do have a pit bull, but America didn't give it to me, so I need the one that they're supposed to give me.
right. At least, right?
So what were you gonna say? I interrupted you.
I was gonna say that we skip a week or two. We had to stay out for a little bit, but you know what didn't change? All this
What's
bullshit
that?
going on.
It's a lot of bullshit going on out here, man. It's
Yeah,
a lot of bullshit. I was keeping up with the shits.
yeah.
We're gonna get into it. Canada is kind of getting on my nerves now. Like you've been known as the friendliest place in the world. I don't know where the fuck y'all get off acting like y'all super hard thugs and shit up there. Like shit's getting on my fucking nerves over some Drake beef, like a rap beef. Like okay,
Like what we talking
uh,
about, right? Come on.
what are we talking about? But before we get into that, I was in DC
Yes.
visiting some family, getting back to my roots.
Nice.
I was able to find pictures and see pictures of my great grandfather.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
yeah, so who was Cherokee native. Um, and it was just good to see family in Virginia.
Yeah.
It was just good to be around a lot of black people.
Right.
Just gotta be honest. The further east you go, the more black people there are. So
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed Atlanta. I've enjoyed Memphis. I've enjoyed DC. And I'm back. I'm back home in Cali now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy few weeks.
Man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy
yeah.
with
We got
capital C.
yeah, we got to get you. We got to get you outside.
Oh
There's a
man.
lot going on out there. There's a lot going on out there.
There's a lot going on. Just trying to get back to normal. Whatever normal is. I'm just trying to get
Yeah,
back to it. That's
getting
just
back
how it
to that.
is. Hey, you know
I
what?
was
If any life just kind of said, you know what, maybe take a seat for a little bit. That's pretty much what I took these last couple weeks as. It was like, you know what, just take a little chill pill, relax, roll one up, just relax, bro. That's all you gotta do.
you've been going hard for a
Yeah.
little while. You need to
So
chill out.
so I guess much needed rest. I didn't travel. I definitely didn't travel. But
Hmm.
just I sat my ass down. That's all I did, literally.
Yeah. Well, while you were sitting down, I was in 3B on Delta.
3B,
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't
3B.
fucking. You ain't gonna have me fucking in the back by the bathrooms while I gotta fly across the country. Fuck that. You see that Spirit Airlines flight that had to land in Vegas and the fucking wheels were on fire and shit like that? Like, yeah, not me, sir. No, sir.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, it's been It's been a fun few weeks. I'm glad to be back home.
Good.
Glad to be back with the people who support us.
Yeah, man.
If you haven't already, please like, subscribe,
Like and
comment,
subscribe.
all of the things. Help us grow our little channel. We ain't asking y'all for no cash app yet, but I'm sure that's coming. Um,
No Cash App, no
so
subscribe here,
yeah,
no Patreon yet. You know what I mean? We
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
build
We
all
don't have
that
none
up.
of that. We're just asking you to rock with us right now. So just rock with us and
Please.
appreciate the patience over the last couple weeks. We've been getting it together. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's get into it without further ado.
Let's get back into it, man.
Let's get back into it. Music, music, music. Best thing you heard this week. Who you repping?
Best thing that I heard this week. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So again, crazy. Been crazy. So I
It has
needed
been
something
crazy.
to really get me kind of relaxed, man. So I don't know if everyone knows this, especially everyone watching, but I was definitely really heavy. Have a really heavy reggae bag that I reach back into every
Mm.
now and then. Okay, it's very tied into my roots. No pun intended. No pun intended. But
Were you watching Roots as well?
but
And all right, go
no.
on.
But I went back. I listened to Lee Scratch Perry, Soul Rebel, which is a
Okay,
very highly recommended song and off of a good compilation album.
okay,
That includes some stuff with his band, The Upsetters, some stuff with Bob Marley, who, if those people out there don't know, Lee Scratch Perry was very influential in um, kind of pushing Bob Marley into more of like a spiritual, political kind of approach to his music. So, shout outs to Lee Scratch Perry. That's who I was vibing with this week, and I would highly recommend going to go listen to Soul Rebel because it's a great song. You'll have it on repeat, and it'll just even you out, keep you on a even keel, which is what I needed this week. So, yeah.
yeah, you did. I got a
Uh,
lot. I got a lot on the best thing,
all right.
and I'm gonna hold you accountable. I expect you to go listen to all of this week.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I got a lot because I've been listening a lot. You spend a
Back
lot
to
of time
work.
on the plane. You got a lot of time to listen to music.
Let's go. Let's go.
Love the ominous world. Blue in Exile.
All right. Here we go. Blue and Exile.
Really good album. Great
Yeah.
tracks on that. My favorite tracks on that are Sugar and Butters, Gold, Chucks, The Ominous World, the song called Precipitation. Excellent, excellent, excellent album.
Yeah.
Um, LA represent, Blue and Exile, always good together. I think he does his best music when Exile's producing the entire album.
Right.
But he's worked with other producers. He's done other things. He's done other compilations. I just really like his stuff when he rocks with Exile.
Hmm. Okay.
We gonna go to the East Coast. David James.
David
Uh,
James.
David James, man. I think I might have mentioned him a couple weeks ago, but I'm gonna bring him up again just because I'm not sure if I did or not. The album that I listened to was Nonfiction. That's David James and Passport Rav.
Yeah.
Uh, that album is incredible. So I went and checked out some more David James catalog. Flowers Don't Grow Here, which was the album that came out right before Nonfiction.
Hmm.
Um, both of those albums are just flames,
Let's go.
flames. New York boom pat rap, like you know what I mean. Um, Listen to them straight through. They're easy listens. 13 songs, 11 songs, easy listens.
Nice.
Um, Nonfiction is 10 tracks, and two of them is an intro and an outro. So,
Nice.
uh, no reason not to, give that little 23 minutes a run because it's good music on Nonfiction. 24, um, based on what's been going on in our lives. check out 24 and get yourself some perspective. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely.
Uh, so yeah, David James, both of those albums highly recommended.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Mariah the Scientist,
Again,
every one, every one of her studio albums, bro. Yeah, again.
fire,
So
fire.
I gave you I gave you which album was it? I'm looking it up right now.
Her most recent one, I think it
Her
came out
most recent one, To
last
Be
year.
Eaten Alive. Yeah.
Right.
So that one obviously I listened to recently, but again, I was on the plane, so I went back and listened to all of them. Rai World and Master. I
Mm,
think they're really good albums. She's a talented vocalist.
yep.
Atlanta stand up. With Young Thug, she holding Young Thug down, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect.
Yep.
So check out all of Mariah's check out her catalog. She got 3 easy listens as well.
Easy, easy,
3 easy
easy.
listens. Mariah the Scientist. Make it happen. I don't want no
Hey.
excuses, Nene. All right.
Oh no, I'm familiar with Mariah the Scientist. Okay, so relax,
All right.
relax. I'm caught up
All right.
with Mariah the Scientist.
All right.
Yeah,
So that was so these are the best things that I've heard this week. I'm still going. I got 2 more.
nice.
Victoria Monet, Jaguar 2,
Yeah,
Deluxe.
yeah.
Do
Oh,
the
the
deluxe.
deluxe, huh?
Do the deluxe.
What's on the deluxe?
11 more tracks.
Damn,
10 more tracks. 10 new tracks.
damn.
Um Victoria Monet's fire, man. It's really good.
Of course.
It's really good. Albums. Throwing this is rapid fire round audience. So if you need a pause and write these down, do what you got to do. But
Yep.
come back, make sure you hit that like button on it before, brother.
Yep.
All right, last one. Leon Thomas, Mutt. That was a good album.
Leon Thomas. Leon
It was a
Thomas, which
it was
I
good.
know him for his production, and know that
Mhm.
he's a pretty good performer too.
It's a good album. It was a
Yeah.
good album. I was listening to it. On the plane, I sat next to this Albanian chick
Yeah.
who I don't think I've ever sat next to a more self-absorbed person in
Oh
my
shit.
life.
Oh shit.
She was taking over the armrest. This bitch asked for a bottle of water. She said, "Can I get a big bottle of water?" And the flight attendant goes, "We don't have big bottles of water." So she then asked for 5 little bottles of water and drank one of those motherfuckers. So she's got bottles of water strewn all over the fucking armrest. She's got her glasses case. And I'm trying to do my thing. So I start moving shit. And she's like, "Oh, sorry." So I'm like, fuck it. Like, Then she starts pulling up her pictures from when she was at the Trump rally. And I'm like, all right, this flight's going all bad.
Oh
All right.
shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
this
yeah.
is this is going all
Hey,
bad.
last pod, you were mentioning this exact experience, and then you had it.
Yeah, it was, you know what I mean? And then, they bring us lunch. And she's like, "I don't want to eat anything. Can I just get some pistachios and gummy bears?" This bitch has 5 bottles of water, pistachio gummy bear packets all over the fucking place.
Oh shit.
While she's on her laptop, like looking at pictures and shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Right.
Right. But it all worked out because I drank all them bottles of water while my fucking 4 hour flight from from Detroit to LA. So
Hey man.
yeah.
Hey, a plane's just a bus, just in the air. A plane's just a bus in the air, right?
I
You'd be
felt
like,
like
what
Delta
the
I felt like Delta was better than that, but apparently anyone can buy plane tickets.
Yeah, yeah.
So I told you that story because then I looked and I was like, all right, I'm gonna check out Leon Thomas, put my headphones on because this bitch is crazy and I need to I need to zone out for a while. So Leon Thomas helped me through a difficult time with a crazy bitch on a plane.
There you go. There you go.
So thank you, Leon Thomas,
There
because
you go.
after she pulled up them fucking Trump rally pictures, and she's like, she met this motherfucker and all kinds of shit, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
whatever, bitch. Yeah.
Oh
So
shit.
so those are my five best things because I could not rank any of these artists and albums um, higher than the other because they all held me down on the past 3 weeks that I've been all over America.
This segment's just gonna have the album artwork just like scrolling through as you're talking the whole time. All of them, just in sequence,
Hey,
just in order.
it's
Like,
hey, it's fantastic music. I recommend everybody go check out every one of these artists. They're doing great work.
yep.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a bonus one in there.
What?
Roy Wood's Mixed Emotions. Young Boy Problems was the best thing I heard a few weeks ago, or was so it was going to be till TDE shat on it.
Right.
But I actually went back and listened to that Mixed Emotions album. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So
You're
yeah,
not a
check
hater.
out Roy Woods.
You're not a
Hey,
hater.
I don't hate OVO artists. I listen to Division,
There you
Party Next Door, P&D 4 is still in heavy rotation for me.
go. Mm-hmm.
I don't mind OVO artists. I just don't like Drake. I think Drake is trash, and
Yeah.
I think people who like Drake don't have good taste in music. I don't know what the fuck to say. I don't like Drake.
There you go. There you
Like so
go.
I'm a Drake hater. I don't think I think he makes mediocre music at best. And I heard Lotto do his whole cadence and everything better than he ever did it. So like shout out to Lotto.
Well, that's who he got it from. So.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, that concludes the Drake section of the show because I don't think we got a
Yeah.
well
That was.
shit. Actually, maybe it doesn't, based on what I got on this rundown here. So we'll
Well, it's like an inadvertent connection to Drake, but I don't know if it's the Drake segment. There
all right, that's fair. Okay, so that ends the Drake segment of the show.
you
Go
go.
check out Roy Wood's Mixed Emotions. If you haven't checked out P&D 4, still an excellent album. Actually has me kind of excited for if him and Drake do drop an album because I think it'll be really good thanks to P&D. But yeah, Roy Woods, Mixed Emotions, Leon Thomas, Mutt, Victoria Monet, Jaguar 2, Mariah the Scientist, everything she's ever put out. David James, Nonfiction, and the other one was called, what did I say it was called, Nene?
Flowers don't grow here.
Hell yeah, appreciate you for listening.
Yeah.
Blue in Exile, Love the Ominous World.
Yeah.
Check them all out.
There you go.
Flames.
There you go.
All
Look at
right.
that
I
heavy
get
list. Heavy. If you don't find something that you love in there, shit, you got a problem.
yeah. If y'all come back talking about you don't like this music, then you don't like music. So
And this
then
might not be
that's
the
not an
podcast for you.
yeah. Like, there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go check everyone out. Shout out to all those artists. Appreciate you for your projects and your work and your contributions.
For sure.
Um, your positive contributions to hip hop and Black culture. Now, let's talk about somebody who actually does not contribute to hip hop and Black culture in a positive way.
Yep.
DJ, who's actually not a DJ Academics. So
DJ.
before we get started on this, I'm gonna sidebar real quick.
All right.
I hate people whose names are DJ, but they're not really DJs. So okay.
Like DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, DJ Academics.
Yeah.
Yeah. DJ Vlad, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, for real.
these motherfuckers here. So Ack everybody knows this by now because again, we've been out of pocket for a couple weeks. But
Right.
Ack obviously had the stream with the top 5 character who nobody in the world knew about before he went on this stream talking all his shit. I don't
Right.
actually want to rehash everything that top 5 said. I don't actually care about top 5. I'm not familiar with any of his catalog.
Right.
Um, I think this nigga needs to go sit down before the Toronto police find his ass and throw him back in jail.
Because they don't ask questions,
Right?
they just throw them in jail. They don't ask. They don't.
Just,
They're not like, hey, we got this warrant.
you
They
know
just
what
go
I
get
mean?
you.
This
They just go.
motherfucker's telling he's implicating Drake in all kinds of crimes. Like this is just all bad, right? Like, but he had this character on and was instigating, and I'm not. If you haven't seen the videos, go check out the videos where,
Yeah.
But by now, hopefully, you all have seen it. I don't actually want to talk about that shit specifically. I just want to talk about violence in hip hop right now, where we are as a culture of people who enjoyed a rap beef this summer. Got some fire tracks out of those out of this rap beef.
Right.
And I think the two artists themselves have gone to their respective corners. And I think everybody around them is, specifically on the OVO side, sometimes on the Kendrick side, is just using the beef to clout chase. And top 5 and Ack are probably the most egregious offenders of this right now.
Right.
I don't necessarily appreciate. I saw Biggie and Pac. I lived it. I was 12 while this was happening.
Sure.
So I listened to my mom and I would be in the car. We listening to Pac. I'm obviously a West Coast dude, so if you're asking me which side I was on the Pac side of that. And seeing how charged up that got to the eventual end we all know happened, I think Academics needs to turn down the volume on this instigation.
Right.
Before something bad happens. And I think we need to have a conversation larger about the role hip hop media is playing in exacerbating these beefs, not just Kendrick and Drake, but Nicki Minaj and everybody, I guess.
Right.
You know what I mean? So on and so forth. Cardi B and whoever the fuck.
You know what I mean? That's just mess. That's just mess. We're not gonna get into that mess.
I mean, was she cheating on Offset while she was pregnant? The fuck?
Oh my god!
God damn!
Oh, that's crazy.
God damn. Anyway,
yeah, we don't have to go there. We don't have to go there.
We don't have to go there. Anyway, how you feel about that?
Oh man, my introduction to Ack was seeing him perpetuating a lot of these same things he's doing now, a lot of these same opinions that are stoking a fire in real life, with real life implications, right? Real life consequences to the things that are either being discussed or the people that are involved, right? So I've always known him to have that track record, which has always made it very hard for me to take him seriously or to feel like he's really contributing to hip hop culture, right? It's a tricky thing, right? Because again, you got Complex calling him the biggest hip hop media platform in the fucking world,
yes,
right?
Yes, we have that,
right? And then, and of course, in the middle of the beef, everyone's running to Act streams. Everyone's looking to Act to see what Drake is trying to say, right? Which, funny enough, having this dude on, I don't know how much that really helps Drake. If not, it really just hurts him. So I don't know if they're on good terms. I really don't know.
Bad for Drake. That was so bad for Drake.
I really don't know. I really don't know how top five being on Axe stream is gonna help Drake. Like if that's really what he was trying to do, but maybe he
Motherfucking
wasn't.
air,
Maybe they had a fallout. you know,
motherfucker airing out DMs is man, just bad.
you don't believe me that he put a hit out on this guy? Let me show you. It's like, whoa,
Let me show
whoa.
you the proof.
Yeah, I'll prove
I'm
it to you.
Drake Shooter.
I'm like, what?
Jesus, man, chill out.
Relax. Put the
Um,
gun down. Jesus Christ.
literally and figuratively, bro. Like you need to go sit down before they lock your stupid ass back up.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know academics from his early days. I remember the name, but I didn't consume any content from academics.
Right.
When academics started becoming a thing, this is at a time where I was more into jazz, electronic, and other forms of music because I felt like hip hop was just garbage for a good long while there.
Right.
Um, and so I think the thing that got me about this was Ack instigating beef that he ain't gonna be a part of because he's gonna be in his basement fucking down in that bottles of alcohol, like taking those to the head, right? So
Yeah.
um I don't I think where we are in hip hop media today is rough because it's all like podcasts. I don't feel like there's any real journalists out there, air quotes journalists. There's a few out there.
Far and few in
Um,
between at this point.
yeah, there's a few out there. Like I'm not gonna be not act like I'm not gonna act like there's not a few out there.
Yeah.
But there's people out there who are doing the work, who have legit sources, who are writing legit stories and doing things around hip hop. Academics is not one of those people.
Right.
But he's number one in hip hop media, according to he's number one. Andre 3000's number one. Complex puts together lists that are just dog shit. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
So
yeah. Yeah. What are we talking about?
so like this
Look.
is so good for Complex. We're talking about him. But I feel like what we're doing now. I think Metro said it this week. Stan culture is making this very weird because you're either on one side or the other. I've said it before on this podcast. I actually have a Drake playlist. I don't listen to it anymore right now, but I do have a collection of about 21 to 25 Drake songs
Hasn't it been
that
enough time?
no, no, sir.
When will you go back to that playlist?
I don't even know.
Ah, come on. Nah.
I don't even know.
I
I mean,
haven't
so
listened to a whole lot of Drake either. Like he both hasn't come on any anywhere around me, and then I also just like doesn't I don't have any playlists that have his music in there. But maybe that's just a
I, I
reflection
was
of how I feel about Drake. I don't
I was
know.
playing a different playlist and Drake came on and I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit. And I was trying to like find my phone so I could skip the song really quick because
No,
I
no,
didn't want to listen
no.
to it.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. But I couldn't find my phone, so I ended up listening to it. And I was like, okay, I do like that song, but I don't want to
Yeah.
listen to shit.
Yeah.
But I think with the Drake stands, academics I'm including in the standum. Aiden Ross I'm including in the stand. Sidebar: why was Aiden on that stream? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that about?
You just grab anybody and everybody and just be like, "Hey, yo, like,
Aiden, I'm about to get top 5, and he's like, "Who the fuck is top 5? Do
what?"
you want to get on this stream?"
Yeah. Yeah. Who gives a fuck about what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this?
Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga? This is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death.
You know what I mean?
So,
That's this generation's Ja Rule. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, it was like, what is happening right now? Why is this stream occurring right now?
because it can.
So
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. Because it could. Right? Does it mean it should have? I don't think so. But
I no, it shouldn't have. Fuck's sake! Like, what? I Nene,
yeah.
what are we doing right now?
What
Where
are we
you're
doing?
gonna have a dude who just beat a murder charge, so you want to bring this motherfucker on your platform,
Yep.
And then the first conversation you guys want to have on this platform is about if Kendrick can come to Toronto or not, and what's going to happen if Kendrick comes to Toronto. And I lived through Biggie and Pac. This shit gets real serious. I was sad when Pac died.
Mm-hmm.
This shit gets real serious, and then then niggas will be on their stream saying, "I'm really sorry," and for the people who are involved, and I don't condone violence. And I think that's the pussy shit right there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
act, if somebody knock on act door, he gonna be acting like he didn't say shit, right?
Right.
And I think that, I think we just need to do better as a fandom.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to do better as a media consortium, um, in how we cover hip hop.
Right.
Because I truly think that people want violence right now out of this Drake and Kendrick beef. That's what I think. I think
I
the
think they're
Coliseum looks a lot.
Yeah, exactly. You said it perfectly there. It's like the Coliseum. Everyone's hungry to see blood. They want blood. They want something, right? And I think it's because they have these lenses on of seeing red and thinking that's what they want, and then when they get it, everyone's gonna, again, to your point, be like, "That's not what I wanted." Well, motherfucker, you were begging for it, so I don't, and then it happened, and now we're here, and everyone's hurt, and it didn't need to go down this way, right? So obviously, there's been um, examples of this in the past, right? This isn't the first time, or this isn't a new thing in hip hop, but it's something I think that from your generation, um, something that I think has been trying to be uh, like maintained and kept. Like, let's not get it to that point, right?
Yeah.
And again, let's learn from our history. Let's learn from these mistakes that were made previously to not make them happen again. But then you have generations that move on and go forward, and that they become more detached to the history. Maybe weren't alive for it. Most of them aren't, especially right now. A lot of social media, a lot of hip hop media heads right now, like the top ones, weren't really around for Tupac and Biggie.
Well, these two shitheads definitely weren't. Aiden Ross was born in, let me the Google say 2000. So
It's definitely a two.
yeah, this bitch ass is only 24. And Ack um is 30 some odd. So he was born in the 90s,
Mhm.
1990, 1991. Tupac died in 96. So, Ack was like 5, 6 years old.
Mhm.
Aiden Ross was just a twinkle in his mom's eye and a sperm in his daddy's nuts. And so he doesn't recall like the violence that ensued.
Right.
Because Diddy is out here putting hits on motherfuckers. We gonna talk about Diddy, okay? Because this shit is getting deep with this motherfucker, okay?
Hey, yeah.
Um,
Pause.
yeah, hard pause,
Hard pause,
pause,
bro.
pause.
Relax.
Yeah, like it's the rabbit hole's getting deep with Sean Puff Daddy Diddy Diddler Combs.
I heard that's not the only hole going deep either, too.
Oh, okay. Uh, Okay, I got a lot of sidebars now. Okay, so who's the celebrity on the Diddy tapes? Who's the A-list celebrity on the Diddy tapes? Who like let's do a bet right now.
Fucking
Who's
Dr.
the
Phil,
A-list?
bro. That's who it is.
I'm going Justin Bieber.
Oh my god.
I'm going Justin Bieber. I'm
Oh my
going.
god.
They said A-list, and they said a couple. They said it bigger. They're bigger than Diddy.
Bigger
Pause.
than Diddy.
So
Bigger than Diddy. Who's bigger than Diddy?
um
A lot
shit,
of
a lot of
people. Yeah.
motherfuckers is bigger than Diddy, right?
That's how I feel. A lot of people are bigger than Diddy, but
But apparently, like, there's a few of these tapes going on. They got like clear, shit on like 3 celebs.
Oh shit.
Like
Oh shit.
the tape is getting shopped. Like fucking media organizations are trying to buy it.
Eesh. Eesh.
Yeah, if you went to a Diddy party, you better be lawyered up right now, bro, because it's about to
About
get
to be
real wild.
crazy.
Oh man.
I, he got Leonardo DiCaprio in there.
Oh,
He for
Leo.
sure
Okay,
got
okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio. And I'm not even. I'm
All
not. That's not
right.
even like a guess. That's a guarantee. That's a
Yeah,
guarantee.
definitely.
Right?
Okay, and Leo do like him young too.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So Leo on there, and that's the only person I could think that like bigger, like off the top of my head right now. I can
Mm,
guarantee Leo's on there.
all right, so
You know what I'm saying?
so we got the Beebs, we got Leo.
Oh God, it's a
We
nasty
got
crew we got here, bro.
oh
It's a nasty
man.
crew. And then
Diddy's
it's gonna
out
be like
here.
somebody random. It's gonna be like I don't even know, man.
Oh man, we're
I
gonna
don't
get
even
canceled for
know.
this one. But all right. So, so first of all, we don't know who are on these tapes. I haven't seen them yet. Okay, we are just guessing at people who have potentially been at Diddy parties. Um, okay, so allegedly Diddy had nasty parties. Meek
Crazy.
Mill is probably going to be on these tapes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He over here tweeting like he don't know that he's on those tapes. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I will pay
Like,
somebody $1 million to confirm I was not on the tape.
bro, we see you on not even on the tapes on the Instagram post. Like, what are you talking about right now?
French Montana, he's on the tapes.
Nasty.
Oh,
Nasty.
goddamn,
Nasty.
goddamn, man, it's crazy world out there. But anyway, so
Crazy.
Diddy puts the hit out on Tupac. His family is trying to get Diddy investigated right now for a potential his potential involvement in Tupac's death.
Okay.
Um, but again, we don't remember any of this stuff. I mean, there's rumors that he could have been involved in Biggie's death. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
a lot of rumors going out there around violence that ensues from this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think we are in a place where we need the biggest voice in hip hop media um, playing these games.
Right.
And why are we playing the violence Olympics with Toronto and LA right now? Like what who's harder? Whose street politics hit harder? Because PNB Rock, rest in peace. He
Yeah.
was just a lick, bro. Pop Smoke, rest in peace. He was just a lick.
Right.
Nipsey, one of our greats. Word on the street, based on the interview that Black Sam did with Big Boy, is that some of the street politics around shooting that video with John Legend and DJ Khaled, is what instigated getting him, popped. So we obviously don't know everything that happened there, but we just know that LA ain't nothing to fuck with, right? And I
Yeah.
don't know why Toronto is out here um, acting like LA is something to be played with. Like Aiden Ross acting like LA is a place to be played with. I don't
Yeah.
understand this shit right now. I don't
Yeah.
understand it. Being
It's
a LA native.
it's because online there's no stakes that is tangible to a person that only lives online, right? I guess the best way I could put it in what I would describe from my perspective, being closer to their age, right? Or closer to their generation. Talking about the Aiden Rosses of the world or whatever. Uh, even though I feel like it's night and day. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Wherever they're making him, I
Yeah,
don't know, man. That's crazy.
yeah, this motherfucker.
Uh,
He's wild.
but it all comes down to a simple thing. A simple thing. Look, okay, like these dudes never been punched in the face before. You know, they never been in a fight and maybe lost. You know what I mean? Like just been humble. You know what I mean? Just been humble in
Yeah,
in real life. You know, to where it's like, you know, oh, there's stakes to things that I say. You know, there's consequences to my actions.
yeah,
Right? There's not consequences to your actions when you only live online, right? And you're able to say whatever you want behind. You know, again, if some of these dudes are forward facing in terms of on the camera, but okay, this other person commenting here, I'm never gonna see them in my life, right? I'm insulated. I live insulated, right? That kind of thing. So someone's in their bubble, they're able to scream as loud as they want in their echo chamber and not feel like they have to run the risk of having consequences bestowed upon them, even even if again that mentality, it doesn't really then become real to them that like there is consequences to things that they're saying until they have to then go out into the real world.
um, fuck both of these motherfuckers is what I have to say. No, I mean for real. Like I'm nobody compared to what Ack has accomplished in his platform, but
Yeah,
I definitely look. I've talked a lot of shit about Drake. We've talked a lot of shit about Drake. We obviously are a very Kendrick positive podcast.
yeah,
But I don't want Drake and Kendrick in no kind of situation where they gonna end up dead.
mm-mm.
Like that's not anything that I want. I mean, when this whole shit blew over and they was shooting at Ken or at Drake's house in Toronto, when they were shooting at the embassy, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is happening out there right now?" Right? So, and don't get me wrong, anybody from Toronto
Right,
or Canada in general. I'm not saying y'all don't have hoods. I'm not saying it ain't some violent people out there that don't need to be messed with. I'm not
yeah,
saying LA is better than Toronto. LA is better than Toronto. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm saying is we don't need to be trying to figure out who who's harder, right? Like gang banging was a LA thing. Now everybody think they gang bangers out here,
mm-hmm.
right? Um, and I just think that we just need to be cool on this. And
Right,
I mean, I again as an LA native, I just flat out don't appreciate everybody or not everybody, but at least Toronto right now trying to press LA like y'all niggas don't come over here. First of all, niggas don't need to go to Toronto for shit. Okay. Nobody give a fuck about Toronto. Second, like again, as a LA native, growing up on NWA and Death Row Records and all of these things, like I'm just like I don't understand why you look at LA and think like, yeah, we gonna press these niggas now. Like that shit just don't make no sense to me. And not that that's hip hop culture per se,
right, right.
but it is culture.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
that's a big thing. I mean, that's naturally the question I would ask in this moment is do we feel like, you know, I feel like I see a lot of discourse about these things and about a figurehead, a media head like academics talking and stoking and I guess in some ways even inciting violence.
mhm.
uh, and calling that hip hop media, right? And I guess my question would be, is violence a part of hip hop? Like, is that hip hop?
Is violence a part of hip hop? No. Is it hip hop? Not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a little nuance there because when people are telling the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick never claimed to be a blood,
Right.
right? But it's widely known that he's um affiliated.
Sure.
or at least was. I don't
Hmm.
know what he does now, right? But he's got some connections to some solid ass niggas over there, right? Um, Game, similar thing, right? Um, Snoop, when he was popping, when he was young, right? You know, a lot of what they rap about and some of their art comes from their experiences
Right.
in the life that they're living.
Right.
So is hip hop violence, or is violence about hip hop or anything like that? I don't want to say yes to that, but the experience of these people is violent sometimes.
Hmm.
And it's things that they rap about when they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Now, I think where we're getting fucked up is um, Drake started talking about violence like he do violence,
Right.
and I think that's where this starts to intermingle a little bit in a way
Hmm.
that is not productive, and why we need to start raising those gates. Because again, if you weren't about that life and that's what you were rapping about, like, that life came for you to find out.
Right.
But now everybody's kind of able to say anything, and everybody can get on a song and say blood this and cuz that and whatever, and slime this and all of that, all
Yeah.
of all of the things, right?
Right.
And that may not be their actual life, right? Like they may live in the hills in a mansion,
Right.
and not do any of these things. So in a way, it's kind of become hip hop because it's how you can make a lot of money,
Hmm.
because white people have said that this is what hip hop is. But
Sure.
if you are asking me, no, because you have conscious, like Kanye, he ain't ever rap about fucking shooting guns and all this other kind of shit.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I mean? And Corday, and there's a lot of rappers out there that aren't out here rapping like they're gangbangers. So
Yeah.
direct answer to your question, no, hip hop is not violent, and violence is not hip hop.
Right.
But there are violent motherfuckers that make rap music.
Yeah, which again ties into the whole if you're speaking from your true experience, right? It
Hmm.
can involve some of those things, and then again, that is, but it's not. They're not. I guess what I'm saying is they're not codependent. You are not solely. You are not solely a hip hop artist just because you've experienced these things and then rap about them. Like it
Correct.
doesn't have to be that way. I guess is the way I'm approaching it.
Correct.
Because I think again, we mentioned this some time ago when we were talking about Drake and Drake's approach in terms of checking off all the benchmarks of being a rapper, what it means to be a rapper. I had to have mob ties, and I have to be able to, these things where it's like that is an idea that you created in your head that you thought that you needed to do, and then again now it's you're talking this way as if that's who you are when truly we know that's not who you are, right?
Hmm.
So not only is it disingenuous, but it's also perpetuating an idea that I think is a lot more nuanced. Again, the nuance is there in describing that if you it is attached to your personal experience, then it makes sense how that's intimately related. How the things that you see, the things that you experience, the things that you were involved in, um, then reflect in your music, right?
Hmm.
But again, it's not like just a strictly symbiotic relationship, like that they're just both together like that. So
No.
I guess that's where I'm coming from in trying to clarify that, because I feel like whenever I see any podcast, any media posts about these conversations, I feel like that's um, it gets a little muddy. It gets a little muddy in terms of what's the basis that you guys are going off of when you're having this discussion. You know?
Yeah, and I mean, if we take it back to the the topic sense of this, and just instigating violence in rap, which I think which academics is doing, but I think that the industry has done. The industry has made it to where if you aren't talking about drugs, sex, and gang life, then that's not gonna sell. Which is maybe why Drake went mob ties, right? He's got to sell these records because he's just an employee of UMG, right? Like we want to act like he's the sixth god, but Lucian is the sixth god, right? So um, I think that I just want us to all slow down. You know what I mean? Like, uh, I think people work hard to get out of the situations that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are doing this to try and make the best life that they can if they were in bad situations. And I think we just need to turn down because we've been losing a lot of rappers to dumb violence, right? And we've been
Bullshit.
losing, um, rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan, right? Like the accidental drug overdose, right? Like these are things that um we really need to, as a hip hop community and just as a black community, sit down and think about, um is this how we want to let white people represent our music, our culture to the world?
Right.
That we're violent, that all it takes is a little rap beef and we ready to start international gang war. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like think about how we're talking about this. Like
Yeah,
when you
right.
start to put it into the CNN headlines, you're like,
Right.
what are we talking about right now?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
And do we want to perpetuate a cycle of, our artists dying before um it's natural for them to die,
Hmm.
right? And I think that we just need to have a we need to just take a step back. This is actually adding to my, if Drake had just gone away for a while,
Yeah.
maybe we probably wouldn't be here,
Right.
right? Like not that whatever top 5 said and what Act did is Drake's fault, because it's not. um, right? Because he didn't tell Top Five to go on academics and just start snitching on him. He didn't tell Act to have Top Five. He didn't, or maybe he did. I don't know. I don't fuck with Drake like that. But I don't want to put this particular problem off on Drake.
Yeah.
But I do want to just say, like, for everybody who's a Drake fan, and or if you are associated with Drake and you feel like you got to protect Drake's honor as a result of this rap beef,
Hmm.
um, that's cool and everything, but we should just cool it on what we should cool it on what we're talking about, what we've been
Yeah.
talking about as it relates to this beef, because what
Definitely.
I really want out of this is just some good music. If Drake can put out a fire album, if that's in him, happy to listen to it. I
Yeah.
doubt it is, but I'm happy to listen to it. And can't wait for Kendrick's album to drop.
Yeah,
If
man.
anybody has any Super Bowl tickets they don't want to use, I'm happy to take them.
Please. We need
So
it for research
hit us.
purposes.
Yeah, I need it
You
for
know, this
research
is
purposes. Hit us
this
up.
is for the benefit of the channel, okay? This is we had to have an on-site review ready to go.
Review of
You
the
know what I mean?
concert.
So if
So
y'all want us to go over there, we got a few months to crowdsource this thing, you know what I'm
let
saying?
let's stop hating on each other, and let's hate on country music because they don't want no black people in country music
They
right
make it perfectly clear that they don't want black people.
So, did you see that Beyonce got no noms for the CMA? Is
Bro,
that crazy? I
no
didn't listen to
nomination.
Cowboy Carter. Was it like true country? Did you listen to it?
Not all of it. I listened to enough to know that it was country and to be like, all right,
Okay.
I'm good. So look, it was too country for me. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like it slots right in. And hey, man, look, if they're
Beyonce can't get a country nom, bro.
Beyonce, Beyonce,
Damn,
right? So
damn.
if that's how it's gonna be, hey, man, I'm just
Oh
saying,
man.
all white people can't be in hip hop now. That's just the way it has to be. That's just the way it has to be. I don't know what else to
Sorry.
say.
Sorry, Tommy
Yeah,
Richmond. You're out, brother.
yeah, yeah.
You're
He
out.
he backpedaled real quick. I'm not trying to say that I don't appreciate
Oh, bruh.
hip hop. I'm just
He
saying
hit
that
the
I am.
Darrell Revis backpedal. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, like,
you know, he
yeah,
was.
that was crazy. That was top five cornerback in the
Oh,
league backpedal right there.
nah, man.
Um,
Change the
okay.
locks, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, nah,
So
it's just a. Oh
so
man.
I have a problem. I have a problem right now because there's a lot of black people who are either trying to enter the country space or are in the country space right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shabuzi has been fucking killing the charts with his Tipsy song, which was a
Right.
rap song, right? And so I don't appreciate um I not that I don't appreciate Shabuzi making the song "Do You" and make you money, right? But what I
Right.
don't appreciate is all you white people enjoying that song so much, like it wasn't a fucking rap song, and then keeping Beyonce out of the fucking CMAs. Like we don't want you niggers over here, and I'm just like, you guys got to get like stop.
Right.
Stop. This is ridiculous. Beyonce's probably gonna win a Grammy for this shit because her and Jay-Z got the Grammys on lock. So she's
For
probably gonna hit a
real.
Grammy for it.
For
But
real.
um I don't appreciate locking Beyonce out but letting Post Malone in. I don't appreciate that shit.
Because it's just so blatant that they were like, "Yeah, we'll let the white guy in, but we won't let the black woman in." Like, what are
Oh
we talking about
man,
right now, bro? What are
man,
we talking about?
man, they put money behind Post Malone. His songs are all over the charts, right?
I refuse. I refuse to let any Post Malone enter my life.
I mean, I listened to Post Malone this weekend. I'm not gonna lie,
Ah, my
but it was on a Ty Dolla Sign playlist, and so
bad. All right,
it was a Ty Dolla Sign song that he was
all
on.
right, all right.
So I still do listen to Post Malone
Yeah, yeah.
from when he was fucking with black people. But you know,
Right.
I don't listen to any new Post Malone.
Oh shit.
So
What are we talking about, bro? This is a fucking. This is a Twilight Zone episode, is what this is. I
so
don't know.
well, I mean, what we need, and then we need you to start listening to country and get these streams up. Like, we need more streams of black country
Uh,
artists.
well, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we need you. Now, I'm not gonna listen to it, but you're more open to other music than I am, and I am not rocking with country.
Well, man, like everything else, when they don't let you in on one side, you just go make a whole nother thing that they're then going to try to steal.
They're gonna take. Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna take that shit too. Like, we can't have shit. We
Yeah,
okay, so you know, you fucking take rock and roll and country, so then we make, you know, rhythm and blues, and then we doing R&B. You want to take that shit, and then we make hip hop. You want to fucking take that shit. So we like, oh, maybe we want to go do country again, and then you guys say you get your black asses back over there and make that violent ass rap music.
like what?
Yeah, man, it's rough. It's rough out here.
Oh my god,
You know, Money Long wanted to be a country artist.
really?
She she because she's from the South. I don't
Okay.
remember what state.
Hmm.
And she wanted to be a country artist, man. She was trying out here, really trying in Nashville where they hate black country artists. So she was really out
In
here
the center of
trying
it.
to do
Okay.
country. Yeah, she was trying to be a country artist, part of a band and all that, and she couldn't get no play. So she switched to R&B, and she's popping and good for her, but country, man, y'all need to do better, man. This is I just came from Memphis. I just came from DC. I visited all the museums about Black history and what
Yeah.
we have given to this fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, white people, you did not invent country music. Okay. You didn't invent any music that exists here in America because you were not entertaining yourselves. So, okay. So,
Oh my god.
Elvis,
Can we give them a bluegrass or whatever that's called?
you can't give them shit.
Did they make
Okay.
that one?
Fucking Elvis learned
I'm sure
everything.
that was Black Southern influence before anything else too.
We ain't giving them shit.
Yeah.
Elvis learned everything he needed. He learned from gospel singers at the time.
Gospel, yes.
Fucking Johnny Cash learned how to master the guitar from watching blues players. Like I could go on and on and on and on and on about how music has been robbed. I just wanted to have this short little segment to talk about how come when we want to just make some fucking music. You know what? I don't even fuck with Lil Nas X. But you know, in order for him to chart on the country charts, he had to do the remix with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah. No, I was very aware of when that was happening that
You know what I'm saying? And
he
shout out
had
to
to.
Billy Ray for doing the right thing. But fuck, man, what are we talking about right now?
What are we doing, bro? Are you serious right now? Like,
Shit,
it's just so in our face, and at that point, it's just
hard,
like,
hard. It's
all right,
hard out here.
man. Just
No, I've been so in the past 3 weeks. I've been to the Civil Rights Museum and the African American Museum of Culture and History,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm tired of the shits. Okay, you know, fucking, I don't want to have to call Billy Ray. Sorry, you know, I'm gonna call myself Billy Ray. No one. You know what I'm saying? So that
Billy
way,
Ray, no one.
so that way,
I
white
like
people
that.
fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So before we get out of here, I had a couple questions.
All right, go off.
Do you still hate the billboard?
Fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I hope Billboard burns to the
Mixtape
fucking
Pluto was
ground.
all over the billboard charts right now, man.
It's because everybody ran to that shit because they thought they were gonna get something else,
Let me see.
something great. He gave out two great albums with Metro
He did. We did not need mixtape Pluto. That's for sure.
at all, and they quickly, as quick as those all shot to the top of Billboard, is how quick they fell off.
It's still number one. Mixtape Pluto still number one this week.
Ah man, what are we talking about? So
It's Mixtape
you telling me you trust
Pluto.
Billboard when Mixtape Pluto is the fucking top of Billboard?
Mixtape Pluto. It's
Mil-
number one.
what are we talking about right now?
All right, let me see. I'm checking the Hot 100 right now. Fucking Shabuzi, 24 weeks at number one. Get the fuck out of
Shabuzi.
here, my guy.
Shabuzi.
Shabuzi. Not like us. Still in the top 10. 21 weeks in the top 10. Yeah, I'm loving Billboard right now.
Let's go.
All right. Your boy Tommy Richmond, $1 Million Baby. I actually didn't really enjoy that song. I'm not sure why everybody liked it, and I'm not sure why hip hop was ready to take on that song as something like we are gonna back.
It was I don't know. It was just he is on what's his name's label? What can I think of his name? R&B guy.
Brent Faiyaz.
Brent Faiyaz. He's on his label or his little his little distribution deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh so I guess he had a cosign a little
I
bit.
mean,
I don't know.
every one of the mixtape Pluto tracks is on this fucking Hot 100, bro.
That's it. Oh my god. Next thing you're gonna tell me that Travis Scott really did sell fucking 400,000 copies of.
Travis Scott
Uh,
sold 400,000 copies, bro. Like
no, he
I don't know
did
what
it.
to tell you.
No, he did it.
He did.
Days before rodeo did not fucking.
Day before rodeo, man, it almost beat Sabrina Carpenter, and it fucking cratered because it got lit up because we didn't beat
It's fucking stupid. That's what it is.
Sabrina.
It's fucking stupid.
Like Us, not one of the best songs of the year. Still 21 weeks on the top 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, what about Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars? I mean, that's number 5.
The fuck is that? I haven't heard that shit. What the?
What about Post Malone? He's number 2
I don't give a fuck about his truck bed.
right.
That shit better hit the water. Fuck that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then how do you measure music, Ninster?
This should just be a segment every week. She should just tell me
This
what's
should be,
updated.
yeah, yeah.
You get my
I am
raw
about to load
reaction
up.
of just
Yeah,
what.
let's see what else is on here. Um, we got. Let's see who else is on here. Billie Eilish is up here, number 6. Birds of a Feather. Never listened to that song.
I believe it.
Uh,
I believe it.
Sabrina Carpenter has 2 tracks in the top 10. I can't believe Shabuzi's still number 1. I've never listened to this fucking song. I should go back and listen to it. Who else would you recognize? Morgan Wallen. It's a lot of country on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, country's out here.
Country's out here, and there are a bunch of fucking jelly rolls on here. Fucking haters, man. Country's some fucking haters, bro.
Hey man, Morgan Wallen said the N word, and now he's even more popular. I don't know.
Hey. Oh, Glorilla's on here, 38, 33. You hear she got her new project coming out pretty soon.
Yes, I did. I did hear that. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
All
Let's
right.
go.
All right. All right.
Hey man.
Saturn by SZA is on here at 36.
Okay.
Like That is still on here.
Let's go. I was playing like that the other
27
day.
weeks. Hey.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we got to trust the Billboard, bro. Got to trust the
No.
Billboard.
Fuck that.
Playboy Cardi's on here. All Red is on here.
The fuck is Playboy Cardi doing on there? He hasn't put out shit.
Apparently, he
Come on,
put out
Megan.
All Red. It's been 2 weeks on the chart.
What the fuck?
All right. So what is your measurement for this? How do we measure good music?
Well, that's been the whole issue is that we don't have.
How do we measure a Kendrick flop or a Drake flop or a whoever flop?
Hey man. Look, I had to.
do it.
I don't know. I don't know because look, trusting the numbers. I refuse to trust numbers from these fucking companies. All right, we're not supposed to trust these numbers.
Look, I
All right,
agree.
look, I'll put my fucking
Travis
tinfoil
was
hat on. All right,
Travis manipulated the numbers a little bit.
a little bit, bro. That shit would have. That shit by itself with no support would have done. I don't know, 80.
He sold 400,000 copies, bro. What do you want? It was like 368 or something like that. Whatever it was, 362 or something.
It's insane. He competed with Sabrina Carpenter. That's fucked up. That's the one time I'll give credit to the little white girl. I'm like, yo, you were supposed to blow everyone else out the water, right?
She hands down needed to compete.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. You know what though? Let's shout out though. You know when it came down to that, we put up Travis Scott to compete with Sabrina Carpenter. Isn't that crazy?
But she called Taylor Swift, and after that happened, we were like, "All right, Travis, you're dead.
All right, relax.
Wrap this shit up. Unplug the cords and wrap this shit up because Taylor Swift is in the building now."
Yeah.
But I mean, look, we're in a. I brought that up because we're in a weird space with rap. You got to be Kendrick, Future, or Travis to chart now.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Drake ain't even fucking circadian rhythm is 99. Jesus fucking Christ. Drake, get it together, bro.
Drake about to put out a country album. That's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do.
If Drake puts out a country album, then he's gonna be dead to us. 21 Savage is on here at 95.
What song?
Prove It with Summer Walker. So okay.
I'm glad that's still doing well. Okay.
Chris Brown's on here still. Residuals is the track.
Okay.
We got another Glorilla track, 86. Lots of future, lots of future.
Yep.
Bad Bunny, baby. He's over here at 79. I mean, look. Oh, here we go. Moneybag Yo. Oh, featuring Morgan Wallen. Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit.
The fuck is that? See, like, what are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now?
One of one. Gunna is on here. 67.
Is that the one that I liked out that album?
Shit, I don't know.
Shit.
Mamushi from with Megan Thee Stallion featuring Yuki Chiba. That's on here
Okay.
at 60. So shout out to Megan. Still got a track off of her album charting. Shout
That's
out to
crazy.
Meg.
Yeah.
We got to do better, man. This is bad. This is bad. And you know what? This actually pisses me off now because I'm looking at this chart and what do we have? We have academics trying to get motherfuckers killed instead of trying to figure out how we're gonna to get country and all these generic ass white people off this fucking chart. We over here talking about can Kendrick come to Toronto and play Not Like Us?
Exactly.
He absolutely can do
Exactly.
that. Right.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's an issue.
your mission, should you choose to accept it,
Okay.
is to come up with a metric that we are going to use.
No, because that's IP, and I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna just give it away for free. Okay, this is gonna be
That's all right.
This is gonna
We
be our
can trade.
negotiation piece when we go talk to Spotify. Okay. God damn
Okay,
it.
well, I mean, you could trademark it and everything before we roll it out, but you do need to come up. If
Hey
you're
man,
not going to trust the numbers, Travis Scott sold 362 or whatever it was, right? It is what it is.
it's not that. Okay, look, it's not that I don't trust the numbers. It's that I know what that number really means. I know what a days before rodeo 365 really means. He did 50 total units. Okay, that's what that really means. Like that.
Look, they
And
don't sell CDs anymore.
it's a stepped on thing. It's a stepped on album. That's all it is. They stepped on it, fucking threw it in the washer, took it out, shat in it, and then gave it gave it away.
Uh, so you
That's
didn't
what
like
I
Days
did.
Before Rodeo, huh?
No, I mean I liked it when it came out. I was around when it came out the first time.
I
You know?
I I I, I never heard it, so that was my first introduction to it.
So it's like, yeah, but like okay, but did you even listen to it?
I listened to about 3 songs and I was like, all right, I don't give a fuck about this anymore.
Well, there you go, right? So if
I definitely didn't help the
the people that didn't listen to it did that with it, and the people that did listen to it didn't listen to it, who the fuck's listening to
streams.
it? Right?
White people, I guess. I don't know.
Look, days before Rodeo dropped officially on streaming, I didn't hear that shit on, in between fucking commercials on the playoffs or, you
No,
know,
I did not
now,
hear not
you
one
know,
track off of that motherfucker anywhere.
now football's back. I didn't hear one of the tracks off of that fucking mixtape in between
Nope.
commercials.
Travis didn't get the Super Bowl or nothing.
But I heard fucking this ain't Texas. Na, 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 na. I heard shit like that.
All right, Nene. I ain't gonna hold you, but I do just want to. Yeah, we're gonna review the charts every week because I love this reaction from you. This is fantastic.
Please, we'll do it. We'll do it. That'll be another segment we have. Is Nene's reactions to the charts.
Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. It's been on the top 10 Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks.
Really,
Yep.
really.
Yep. Its peak position was 3. Last week it was 5. It's still 5.
Hey, that shit's about to plummet right now because everyone's hating on Lady Gaga for fucking ruining the Joker.
Yeah, well, that movie looked like trash. I didn't like. I was like, I'm not going to go watch a fucking Joker musical. What the fuck are we doing right now?
even the trailer couldn't fool me. I was just like, yeah, no way, no way.
Yeah, nah. I'm not dealing with no fucking
Musical
motherfuckers.
number.
Yeah, they're trying to play me.
Come on.
All right, Nene. So you still got some homework though. I gave you a lot of albums to go check
Yeah,
out,
for sure.
and I want trash bags from you from
Oh,
these albums.
please. Half of those I
Okay.
already listened to. Okay.
All right, all right.
Okay. I
And
only got half.
what's your rating? What's your rating on some of these, by the way?
David James was fire.
David James is
Right.
fire.
That was fire. That was a prime recommendation.
Yeah,
Give
nonfiction
it.
is.
I give it. He's barring up. I give it a trash bag, but maybe I'll re-listen to it. I'll give you another. Maybe it'll have half a trash bag. It was good.
All
It was
right,
really good.
all
It's really
right.
good.
Uh,
Mariah the Scientist, I'm very familiar with. I think the Rai Rai World one, the one before the last one that she dropped, was
yeah,
probably
right,
my
right, right.
favorite of her albums or her projects.
Okay.
Um, but if I had to go in sequence, I'd say what was the name of the last one?
The last one was. I wasn't expecting you to ask me that. To be eaten alive.
To Be In Alive, Rai Rai's
Mhm.
World, and then what's the other one?
Master.
Master. So I have to go back and listen to Master because I can't recall that right now. Rai Rai's World to me is one of my again. It's in my her of her projects. That's my favorite. So I'll give that one half a trash bag, and
Okay.
then the one that we just said, and I already forgot it again.
To be eaten alive. Jeez. All right. Are
Two
you able
trash
to
bags.
rate these
Two
right
trash
now? All
bags,
right.
just because I can't remember the name.
You can't remember the name. All right.
Oh my god!
Victoria Monet Jaguar 2 Deluxe.
So I didn't listen to the deluxe. I just listened
All
to
right.
the. So I know what I won't give a rating on that. I'll go listen to the deluxe with all the extra music.
Blue in Exile.
Blue and Exile. I didn't finish listening to Blue and Exile, but I was loving what I was hearing.
All right.
Okay, so to be fair, all right, you put me onto Blue and Exile like however many years ago. Jeez,
This is true. Below the
so
Heavens is a classic.
a classic.
Roy Woods Mixed Emotions.
I'll have to go listen to Roy Woods.
All
I have to
right.
go listen because when you said it, I didn't. Or just the what is it? The Young Boy Problems. When you had
Yes.
mentioned that one, I listened to Young Boy Problems, but I didn't
I like
listen to
I
the
really
Mixed Emotions album.
I really like that track.
All right.
Leon Thomas Mutt.
Fire, but I love all of Leon Thomas's stuff. There really hasn't been anything that I haven't liked off of that, or
All
from
right.
him, I should say. From him, I should say. But I've been following
All
him for
right.
a while. He's the I don't know if you know this, but he was like a child actor too.
I don't even know what this nigga looks like. Let me see.
He's on Victorious Nickelodeon
Victoria. Okay, this is past when I was watching Nickelodeon.
for sure.
Oh, I do know this nigga. Okay.
Yeah. He's all grown up now, and he was musically inclined in the show, and he's actually musically inclined.
Is
Yeah.
is this post documentary or is this during the rapey days of
Oh shit, I don't even know.
Nickelodeon?
That show is one of the Dan Schneider shows, so there's probably some fucked up shit going on.
Oh, brother.
So hey man, made it out.
He got out of there.
You got out of there. I don't like how they did the black kid on all that. That was crazy.
Hey,
That was crazy.
I don't like how they did none of them children. That shit is fucked up.
That shit is crazy.
That shit is fucked up.
That shit is
Man,
crazy.
Snyder, Nickelodeon's Diddy. It's crazy. That's
Diddy's gonna be
crazy.
the one. He's really gonna be the one.
Oh man, yeah. You got to do a lot of no Diddy around here. Like, nah, we're running a wholesome podcast. No Diddy. Okay.
No Diddy.
There's no drugs in the baby oil. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo,
So
what even is that right now? What are we even talking about right now?
we don't got no pink cocaine. We don't got none of this shit.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Just
So
nasty, man.
all right, we're gonna get out of here on this. Trust the numbers, Nene.
Fuck the numbers.
Southside say you ain't got nothing to live for, so you ain't got nothing to lose.